We need to make sure that when we're raising other salaries at the top of the pay scale, that we're not leaving teachers behind.
Right now, lawmakers in Jefferson City are debating a bill that would tie the salaries of superintendents to the pay of first-year teachers. Our Mercedes McKay sat down with the bill's sponsor, who says this legislation is part of a continued effort to reform the Missouri education system.
It really has become a nonpartisan issue.
No matter what side of the aisle they fall, lawmakers in Jefferson City are laser focused on what's happening inside our classrooms.
We are spending more money than we ever have on education in Missouri, on primary and secondary education specifically.
That's why Chesterfield Republican Representative Ben Keithley introduced House Bill 2344, which would cap the salaries of superintendents to an amount no greater than 5.5 times the salary of a first-year teacher.
It's a simple concept in which it just makes sure that teacher pay is tracking along with superintendent pay in the districts and trying to keep those more consistent.
Now, the big question here is how many school districts this bill would actually affect if it passes. Representative Keithley told me during his research he found about 40 districts that this could impact, and some of them are even around the St. Louis County and St. Charles County area.
The legislature doesn't set teacher salaries, so it's not like we can just come in and say this is what we're going to pay teachers now. It needs to be different for every single school district and different communities.
It's for that very reason that Chris Gaines, Education Plus CEO, doesn't think this proposed legislation is a good idea.
We ought to leave setting superintendent salaries to the local boards of education.
Gaines believes the local districts know what's best for their communities, and in the past, bills like these haven't fared well.
We've seen that happen in New Jersey, and we saw an initial mass exodus of superintendents with those salary caps.
Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
The bill was debated today in a public hearing and is part of a special committee meeting on education reform. It's unclear, though, when or if it will be brought to the floor for additional debate.